Finally, someone is saying it, and it's a big one at that. It's a Call of Duty team owner and participant, and of course, one of the bigger streamers in the space right now. Nadeshot speaks up against the current CDL and Call of Duty esports being a snooze fest. And let me know right now, do you guys agree or disagree? But I gotta respect someone who is willing to speak out against a franchise that he has a team inside of. Nadeshot is not really happy with the current format of COD esports. What do you guys think?
You should watch LAT win from yesterday. I watched the match live, man, but I'll tell you what, bro. These online fucking regular season matches, bro, like, there's no fucking storyline, brother. I actually feel bad for the fans, man, because, like, at least the 2Ks and the 5Ks back in the day that we played were fun to watch because you knew that every team was going as hard as possible because they wanted to win that fucking thing. And if they lost that match, they were eliminated from the tournament for the rest of the weekend. Now it's just like we're doing like a match or two a week for seeding points for the major. And I'm just like, it's a snooze fest, bro. I'm like, this match don't mean anything. I don't want to watch fucking Carolina. It's my own team, and I don't want to watch LA Thieves and Carolina Royal Ravens play a fucking high-rise control that quite literally doesn't really mean anything at all. These matches just need to matter, brother. And I'm not going to shy away from saying it either. You guys think that makes me a bad owner? I don't give a fuck. It's not my fault that the league set up the way that it is. The major, I mean, Call of Duty majors are just too fucking good, brother. The storylines, everything matters. Every match matters. It's great. Franchising ruined COD and esports in general. I actually don't know if I necessarily agree because when you view it the way that we are viewing it now, yes, you could, like you say, franchising ruined it. The thing is that with franchising, they shouldn't have removed the competitive model and tournament structure just because they had franchising. Like, I actually think franchising helps the stability of the sport and the players and their careers in some way or another. But like, if the CDL, if what we had from a competitive Call of Duty standpoint before the CDL, and then we turned into the CDL with franchising, if they would have kept the same competitive structure where you have 12 teams that are a part of the CDL and teams that own equity within the league, and there's incentive for them to do more and want to win more and to build a lasting legacy so that this league is more valuable, the team is more valuable, and you actually, the money that you're spending on these salaries, like, you're building real value for your franchise. There's 12 CDL teams. We have the 5 open brackets tournaments a year, and then COD champs for the 6th event in the year. And then you have the open bracket where 4 teams come out of the open bracket and then are placed into pool play with the other 12 CDL teams. And then you have the 16 teams do pool play the way that we did at the old school MLG events. Like, franchising would have been fine. Like, it would have made challenges way more interesting to watch. It would have made the events way more interesting to watch. Like, I actually think it's the competitive format of franchising that has hurt esports, not the actual franchise.
And I'm like, thank goodness, ever since this franchise format, I think I was incentivized early on because we were making more videos on the Call of Duty stuff ongoing. We still do every now and again, but it has to be like Call of Duty pros' girlfriends getting involved. That kind of beef is really fun to talk about. Aside from that, though, it is really tough to get into these weekly league matches, but I think the disparity between the teams also plays a part in the entertainment of the CDL. Am I alone in thinking that? This year especially, when you have 1, 2, maybe 3 really solid teams out there, and Nadeshot said it himself, and you have solidified bottom teams out there, no need to name names, who you just don't want to watch. And you compare that to a lot of other esports out there. I'll place Counter-Strike in the discussion when they have major tournaments every single week. So yes, they do have qualifiers, but you can count on it within 2 weeks, there will be a big tournament to watch almost at all times. And almost always, there's going to be competitive teams in the mix and a different name as well. Like, there are a lot of CS teams who can come out of the woodworks at any point in time and upset teams and make a solid run. Right now, when you have the CDL closed off to just these limited number of teams of varying depth levels and one very dominant roster, it's not fun to watch, really, especially when it comes to weekly qualifying matches. It's like, maybe this has to be a thing of the future, but it ain't a thing of the now, because it's not fun. And I don't know how we go back to making it more fun, how you change that format. I think more events is certainly something that's really needed, but I don't know if you can currently fix it whilst also being inside the CDL. Nadeshot seems pissed off at the format. What do you guys think about the future of Call of Duty esports, and how can they fix this thing? I don't know. It's not my job. Till next time, take care. All right, I'll see you back here soon. Yar!